Okay. Day 2 of a reading rush. Today we have to go back home to Cardiff in the car. We have to go and pick up our dogs first. It's like a 1 hour drive to there and then a 4 hour drive home. So the book I'm reading for today is actually an audiobook. And it's The Secrets We Kept by Lara Prescott. It's been in my audiobook library app thing for ages and it's about to expire, so I need to read it. So it's my book that starts with the Secrets We Kept. I think I don't know a whole lot about what it's about, but something about people trying to sneak Dr. Zhivago, the book, back into Russia in the Cold War. Does anyone know anything about this? I don't know. We'll see now, I suppose. First thing, I suppose, is to become presentable while listening to the book. And then to make breakfast while listening to the book. And then to pack all my crap. And then to get in the car. Oh my god. I wish that this vacation could be longer. Okay.
John and Jacob, Jingle Harrison, his name is my name too. Whenever we go out, the people always shout, John and Jacob, Jingle Harrison, na 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 na.
Bud.
What?
What happened to Doinwin?
I hate her.
Oh, she looks like a drowned rat, babe. We had a bit of an accident in the nighttime, and Doinwin was in the fall line. So Daddy tried to wash Doinwin at the wee hours of the morning, but washed Doinwin too much, and now there's no way for Doinwin to dry before we get in the car, so we've had to wrap her in old clothes like a little baba.
But she is a baba.
Is she soaking wet? She looks like she's drowned.
Feel her though.
She's wet, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, dogs. Hello. Hello, dogs. Hello, dogs. Hello, dogs. Milky heads. Okay, so this book is really good so far. I'm really liking it. It's told by a bunch of different narrators. So it's basically the CIA in the 50s, and most of the main characters are the women in the typing pool, but they're not really just typists because they work for the CIA. They do loads of things on the side as well, but no one really talks about it. So there's this one woman who's been in this typing pool in the CIA for ages, and she talks a lot about how it works and the kind of different jobs that they get and stuff on the side. And there's also this one girl who's just been recruited. She's the American daughter of these two Russians, and one of the Russians, I guess, was died in a gulag or something in Russia, and he was sort of taken by the police right as he and his wife were leaving to come to America. So she found out later, she was recruited because of her anger, and they said that the anger created greater loyalty than just patriotism on its own. And there's also Boris Pasternak, who wrote Dr. Zhivago, and he has a bit of a say in things. He's one of the narrators. He sort of accidentally got his mistress taken by the police and sent to a gulag because she wouldn't sort of tell anything about the book that he was writing, and they were really interested in the book that he was writing, which was Dr. Zhivago. But also the mistress as well says a bit of stuff, she talks about how she met Boris and how they were in love and what it's like in the gulag and stuff. So I'm really liking it. It's really good. So now
the new recruit, the girl who's the kid of the Russians who just started at the agency. They've got her doing stuff now, and apparently she's really good. Like, she's terrible at typing, but she's good at like this other like side work. Like, they start her out as being a carrier, where she like takes all these packages and stuff, and goes to a bar, puts her hat and bag on the chair of the bar next to some guy, stays 15 minutes and then leaves, and then drops the bag on the bus or whatever. And she's like practicing slipping things in other bags and blah blah blah. And the other woman, the one that's been there for ages, is sort of now talking about this like book thing that everyone has going. So like she's really quite bitter about how the women and the men have like the same qualifications and they did a lot of the same stuff in the war, but now that the war is over and they're all like back in their normal lives doing CIA stuff, the men are the bosses and the women are just in the typing pool. But so she's in all these meetings with all these men making all these decisions about this new plan they have to sort of like drop cultural things in the Soviet Union to sort of, I guess, show the Soviet people how their sort of writers and sort of poets and musicians and everything are being sort of suppressed compared to America. So they're trying to like drop cultural stuff sort of secretly in the Soviet Union, and they sort of have all these meetings to pick what books that they're going to send through and all this stuff. And they've now got their eye on this one, which is Dr. Zhivago, and I guess that's where it sort of goes. Like, I think halfway through now, and it's only just getting onto this Dr. Zhivago thing, but I'm really liking it anyway. Like, I really like the characters, and I'm gripped. I'm like, what's gonna happen? It's good. What do you think, Maisie? Shall we go for a poo? Do a big poo? What do you think?
Is Maisie gonna come in the bathroom?
Yeah, I think that we should go for a really big poo. I'm really excited.
You just said it.
Well, I didn't say that. Maisie said it.
Okay, can I say again?
Yeah. Come on, Hing King.
Come on. That's a flat.
Okay.
Look.
Should we go poo over there? Looks nice, isn't it? Big grassy area. Whoa! Does Maisie want to do a poo? Yeah. I love the books they have at service stations. Ooh, Blue Planet. Oh yeah. Actually, I bet Anwen would love this. Hey Anwen! Complete Book of Dreams. Whoa.
When I pull this, it makes a noise. Can you have the tag?
Okay, put it like on the corner. So like right there.
There?
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay, now they each need one of these ones.
Okay. Here, next to that.
Yeah. There, perfect. Okay. So take them.
Okay. On the post
Yeah?
Ac oedd dy ffrindiau di yn mwy rhywun I acto rhan y babi I wara'r babi. A ti oedd yr un perffaith I wneud yna nag y ti? Esgyn.
Okay, so the book is going really well. Okay, so the book, Dr. Zhivago, the CIA in the story, I don't know if it's real, it seems real, but they sort of see it as the perfect book to drop into the Soviet Union secretly as part of their like culture project, because it's like quite subversive, the sort of plot of it, and it's sort of basically about how sensitive and creative people can be like crushed under the Soviet system and how it doesn't let them flourish. But it's really hard for them to get this book. So they've got to go through all these like different channels first of all to get it. And it wasn't published in Russia. Pasternak tried to get it published in Russia, but it just wasn't doing. It was basically unofficially banned there because it was really subversive and sort of didn't follow like the cultural rule norm for getting things published in the Soviet Union. So this Italian guy who thought that it was going to be published in Russia and had come to get the Russian version to translate it to Italian to publish it in Italy, he came for the Russian version, and Pasternak was like, you can't publish it unless the Russian government tells you you can do. So it has to be published in Russia first of all and given a go-ahead before it can be published anywhere else, or else it's illegal and everyone's got to pay. So the Italian guy was like, oh, it's fine, I'll just wait for it to be published in Russia. And Pasternak's like, it will never be published in Russia. It's like been unofficially banned. And the Italian guy is like, don't worry, you know, I'll wait or whatever. But obviously the Italian guy did not wait, and it was published in Italy. And basically when Pasternak handed it over to the Italian guy, he's like, this is my death sentence, and he did it anyway. He like wanted everyone to read his book more than he wanted to, you know, not suffer the consequences of sort of doing illegal things in the Soviet state, which I think is like really interesting and weird. And I think I'm gonna have to Google loads of stuff after this book to figure out if that is a real thing, if that really happened. Like it seems legit, to be honest. So I don't know. And there's a lovely post-crossing postcard waiting for me in my box. It's from Russia. He says it's a cactus with blini. How adorable. Okay, we are home now from our trip. I have to work tomorrow, which I'm not happy about, but whatever, the show must go on for Reading Rush. I have finished the audiobook that I was listening to in the car. That's how effing long the car trip is, that I was able to get that whole book read. Like, I always listen to it a bit sped up because I think, like, for some reason they record them on like super low speed, you know, like you don't speak like this, you speak normally just like this, like sped up. Anyway, so on a sped up version, I got through it in like the 6 or 7 hours of that fucking trip. Holy shit. But I really liked it. It was really good. Like, I feel like I don't want to tell you any more about it because like what I told you already sort of stops it right at spoilers, I reckon. So anything else I tell you is really gonna spoil it. But I really liked it, really liked the ending. I thought it was really interesting. The characters were interesting. I was really gripped the whole time. Like loads of times when I'm listening to an audiobook in the car, I'm like, ugh, this has been going on for ages, nothing has happened. But I felt like I was like into it the whole way. So yeah, that was The Secrets We Kept by Lara Prescott. It was really good. That was my book with "the" in the title. I think tomorrow, I don't know what I'll do. I might read Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race. Or since I have to work tomorrow and I have to probably do quite a lot of work tomorrow to catch up for the week that I was gone, I will maybe pick something smaller. Maybe like The Haunting of the Number 46 Tram or Tram 46 or whatever. But we shall see. Right, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.